Okay, here we have, first time showing on the channel, we have Alex's Chaos Space Marines. Very Nurgle themed this time.
Yep.
And they will be going up against Will's Necrons. 1500 point game.
Yeah.
So let's have a look.
Cool. So
first of all, we have a combined arms detachment, I believe, with an allied knight.
Renegade Knight.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first off, we have the Chaos Knight, Mark and Nurgle,
Lord
Terminator. Sorry. Oh yeah. Yeah. Chaos Lord, Mark and Nurgle. He's obviously in Terminator armor. He has just a combi bolter and a power fist.
Okay.
Then we have two of the same. So this is a 10-man cultist squad. No marks, just heavy flamers in both.
Okay.
And then we have the third troops choice, which is a 5-man squad of Plague Marines, 2 plasma guns, and the sergeant has a power fist, and they're riding in a Rhino.
Does it have the Havoc launcher?
It doesn't have the Havoc launcher.
Okay. Let's go to elites.
So elites, okay, so this guy's a sergeant. He has a power axe and a combi bolter. Everyone else is pretty much WYSIWYG. So 1 chain fist and combi melter, power axe and combi actually no, they're flamers. So all the combi weapons on these are flamers, not melters.
Okay.
So yeah, he has a power axe flamer, he has a flamer power fist, and he has a power fist heavy flamer.
Okay.
All Mark Nurgle.
Yep.
Fast attack slot 1 is what you see here, pretty much. I need to get a melter for that. But yeah, 2 melter guns, Mark Nurgle on bikes. Don't think the champion has anything special. No, he doesn't. No,
Okay.
he's base. Helldrake, standard, obviously with a Bell Flamer.
Yep.
And over to our Renegade Knight. He has the Avenger Gatling Cannon, I think it's called. But this is going to be, I couldn't afford it. This is going to be the chainsword, and no top mounted weapon.
Yep. Okay.
Unfortunately.
Cool. So that's 1500 points combined arms detachment and allied knight of Chaos Space Marines. And let's see what Will's brought with his Necrons. Okay, and here we have the 1500 points of Necrons going up against Alex's Chaos Space Marines. It is a single combined arms detachment and a
Formation.
Canoptic Harvest?
Canoptic Harvest.
Canoptic Harvest. Okay, so let's have a look what we got.
Being led by our Overlord HQ. He's got a Phase Shifter, Resorb, Tachyon Arrow, War Scythe, and that's sort of goodness. I think that's everything. Yeah, he doesn't have a phylactery, so no, it will not die.
It's sort of at this point where you ask, what hasn't he got? If that
He's
would be
got
quicker.
almost everything that you can take on
Troops.
Troops, we have got 1 unit of 20 Necron Warriors.
Okay.
And then a unit of 5 Immortals with the Gauss blasters.
Excellent.
Or flares, whatever.
Over to elites.
And then we've got 2 units of 5 Praetorians with the Rod of Covenants.
Okay. Fast.
Fast attack, we have got a unit of 3 Scarabs and a unit of 3 Scarabs.
Lovely. Heavy.
And then heavy support, we've got 1 unit of 2 Heavy Destroyers and 1 unit of 1 Heavy Destroyer, which I think I bought before against you, Matt.
Yeah.
In that formation.
Not a big fan of them.
And then the Flyer is a Doom Scythe with the big gun.
Okie dokie. And then
last
the
but not
Canoptic
least,
Harvest.
We've got the Canoptic Harvest, which is a spider with nothing and a extra flying base. Very cool.
It's always handy.
5 Scarabs in there, and then 3 Wraiths who have got whip coils.
Okie dokie. So that is
1500 points.
1500 points of Necrons. We'll come back to you with the mission and the table setup. Today we have 1500 points of Necrons against 1500 points of Chaos Space Marines. First time on this channel for the Chaos Space Marines.
Last time.
No, I think it'll be quite close actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think it'll be alright.
Okay.
So, this is the board we're playing on today. We are doing Tactical Escalation is the mission, Dawn of War Deployment. Currently, Necrons are going first. Alex has to seize in a second. So, Right, deployment for the Necrons. Will, what have you done?
3 scarabs there.
Yep.
Unit of 20 warriors there with the Overlord.
Yep.
What Warlord traded that Overlook, eh?
He got a target priority from strategic.
That's reroll
command?
ones.
Reroll ones.
Is it just for the unit or
everyone
everything within
in
12?
Everything within 12 inches.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There's a danger.
A fairly big. I mean, my shooting's not very strong in this list, so I needed that.
Yeah.
2 heavy destroyers with the heavy Gauss cannon.
Yep.
5 immortals.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got 5 Praetorians hiding behind there.
Okay.
And 3 more scarabs hiding behind there.
Yep.
We've got another 5 Praetorians.
Mm-hmm.
A Soul heavy destroyer there.
Yep. Gauss cannon again.
Gauss cannon.
Yep.
And then this is the formation with the spider, the 3 wraiths.
The
and
Canoptic
these
Harvest.
Gauss. Yes.
Okay. And then Alex's counter deployment.
Basically,
He has castled up in the corner. So what's in the Rhino?
There's an objective there. That's why I put the Rhino here. The Rhino's got the Plague Marines.
Okay.
And
That looks like a
basically-
Vindicator.
Yeah, so 2 squads of cultists. One's on the objective.
Yep.
Got the Vindicator there. Obviously the Knight.
Yep.
And the bikes.
Bikes in the middle.
The Helldrake and the Terminators are in reserve with
Excellent.
my Warlord.
And
my Warlord
What's your Warlord
trait.
trait?
Let's skip that.
It was the enemy units have to use their own leadership rather than the
So unfortunately, I'm
independent
using
characters.
leadership 10 instead of leadership 10.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate.
And also my flyers in reserve as well. My night side.
Of course.
Doom side.
Okay, so seize the initiative. Alex,
Yeah, right.
do you want to put it in the water? Roughly?
Yeah, I can try.
3.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay, so Necrons, turn 1.
Let's get this over with.
Sorry, I just forgot to mention where the objectives are for this game. We've got objective number 1 just outside the Necron deployment zone. Number 4 in the ruins in the centre. Number 6 just over the river from it.
2.
Number 2 is
5.
there. Number 5
In the middle of the building.
is in the building in there.
Number 3 is there.
And number 3 is over there,
And
just outside the Necron
also
deployment.
night fighting was both agreed.
Yep, it is night fighting. And okay, so turn 1, here we come. That's the end of Necron movement, turn 1. The objective card you drew was secure objective 1,
Which is
which
there.
the spider is now holding. That is a Skyfire Nexus. Everything else has just moved forwards, I think.
Pretty much, yep.
Yeah.
Scarabs are up in the cover
Yeah,
there.
just pretty standard movements along the board. This objective in the middle is
minus 2 charge.
2 to charge distances if the unit controlling it is being charged.
That is
Everything else
nothing.
has moved up, and this objective here is nothing of note. And the
I
Scarabs
was expecting
just
to be
in
reroll 1
there.
anyway, but it's irrelevant.
It wouldn't have been useful on there.
No.
Okay, so
No, I was
shooting
expecting
phase.
that just anyway. Just
Shooting phase turn 1 for the Necrons.
Yep.
Coming up now. Okay, that's the end of shooting phase turn 1 for the Necrons. Spider ran 2 inches.
Yep.
Scarabs ran a few inches. Scarabs.
Ran.
What am I saying? Wraiths.
Wraiths
ran
ran,
some
Scarabs
inches.
ran.
Scarabs ran some inches.
Praetorians.
Praetorians ran some inches. Scarabs ran some inches. Praetorians ran some inches. This guy
Fired.
missed the Rhino.
Rhino, yeah.
That's what he was shooting at. The 2 destroyers there got 2 pens on the Vindicator, both of which were 3s. So
they're
shaken.
it. Yeah.
He's down to 1 whole point.
Everything else is-
The Immortals didn't do anything. The Warriors fired like 7 or 8 shots or something through at the cultists over that side, killed off 2. And Scarab there from. So that's that. Objectives, well,
Well, objective 1.
still within 3 of it after you ran?
Yep. We're stuck close to the wall.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, Chaos Space Marines, that's what I was looking for. Turn 1. Here we come. End of turn 1 movement for Chaos Space Marines. The Plague Marines and the Rhino have just shimmied a little bit. The bikes have moved. We've also done their flat out move over to there as well, turbo boost rather. Vindicator obviously staying where it is. That squad of cultists are also just hiding there on that objective. Second squad of cultists have moved up. Maybe get some pistol shots through the window.
might move this back actually just because I can.
Yep. Knight has moved up 12. Not sure what he's going to be shooting at. Maybe the destroyers, maybe the warriors. And yeah, Alex Drew hold the line as his objective, so that should be fairly easy points for him.
That was a 6 marker.
Oh yes, that's a -2 to charge distance in
It's
there,
Skyfire.
and this one under that building is a Skyfire Nexus. There we go, turn 1 shooting coming up for the Chaos Space Marines. Let's see how we do. Okay, that's shooting phase turn 1 and the end of turn 1. Shooting phase turn 1 for the Chaos Space Marines and the end of turn 1. So the cultists fired their auto pistols, I think they are, through the windows at the Scarabs, did no wounds. I think the cover save was made, I think. The 2 plasma guns from the Plague Marines and the Rhino fired at the Praetorians and unfortunately didn't do any wounds. And then
They got a hit first.
Well, one of them hit.
Oh, one of them hit, actually, that's true.
And then the Gatling cannon from the Knight fired at the squad of 2 heavy destroyers, killed 1, put a wound on the second one, and the Stubber attempted to fire at the Scarabs but missed. Turn 2 Necrons. Do you want to see if your flyer comes on?
Hang on, can I not charge?
Oh, with the Knight.
Well,
Who?
No, these.
Oh yeah, you probably could. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Turn 1 assault. I beg your pardon. For Chaos Space Marines.
Point.
Yep. So Alex gets point for hold the line because he's got his 3 scoring units behind his, or still in his deployment zone. Will, do you want to see if your flyer comes on? Turn 2.
Here we go.
Yep, that's on.
Okay. So turn 2 Necrons coming up now.
Okay, this is the end of Necron's turn 2 movement phase. The Doom Scythe has come on and just came straight up with a nice shot of the Vindicator there, so hopefully that will be gone in the shooting phase. Everything else, once again, pretty much just moved upwards. The Warriors got to move the cover of 3 inches, the Immortals moved up. Scarab bases have both moved up. Praetorians have moved up, that's got into cover. And then the Canoptech Harvest has just jumped forward as well, staying within the reanimation bubble from the spider. That is it. The destroyers have both jumped around to get slightly better line of sight on the Knight. And with the objectives, we have got objective marker 2 and behind enemy lines. Objective marker 2 is there. Underneath the Rhino, so that, along with behind enemy lines, is probably going to be something that I get next turn, rather than this one.
I think you're going to be I'm going to be tabled next turn. So.
It all depends on what happens to the Vindicator and the Knight. They're the 2 big things. So we will see how Necrons do in the shooting phase.
The most one-sided game ever.
Could be. What was this?
Turn 2.
Turn 2 move. Shooting.
Did we film?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, because I did it. You didn't. You were sat in your chair.
Yeah.
Okay, at the end of Necron's turn 2 shooting. Listening to the master. The Doom Scythe fired its cannon into the Vindicator, which has now been destroyed. It was glanced down. First blood as well, thank you. The Scarabs have just kind of shuffled a little bit, and the Warriors shot at the Knight, as well as the Tachyon arrow from the Lord. Got 4 glances and a pen, and he saved them all. The Immortals then shot, didn't do anything. The 2 destroyers shot at the Knight as well. Didn't
save those.
Yep, those were saved. I think it was just one hit. One went through.
Yeah.
And then the Praetorians have jumped up just to probably get a next turn charge. And everything else has run. I keep forgetting to run the Scarabs and the Wraiths first, so my spider is going incredibly slowly. The next turn I will try and remember to do that. And that is everything for the Necron shooting phase, so there's going to be a couple of charges. I think those Scarabs are going to probably try and go into the cultists just over there. But that's about it, so yep, we will get back to you in a sec. Right, the only charge was the Scarabs into the cultists. They overwatched with the Flamer, killed 2 bases, and then I failed the 8-inch charge by rolling a 7. But that was it. We are going into Chaos turn 2. Get back to you in a sec. So that is the end of movement phase turn 2 for Chaos. So what have we got?
So I've moved my cultists forwards here.
Yep.
They stayed where they were, these ones.
Okay.
the bikes have just scuppered from there to here, just to stay away from this for the moment.
Yep.
The knights move forwards, looking at a charge at these guys.
And the Praetorians.
They've disembarked just to get some shots off.
Yep.
The Helldrake came on and moved his minimum.
Yep.
And is looking at this squad here.
Those lot.
And I did a risky, but it paid
Oh
off.
yes. Yeah.
Deep strike.
So the Terminators have deep struck right behind the Warriors there, with their flamers and one heavy flamer.
Yeah.
Ready to flame the Warriors. Was that all of the movement?
That's everything I have.
Right, and we are going into Chaos shooting phase, turn 2.
Okay, so this is the shooting phase for the Chaos. The Helldrake swooped in here and absolutely murdered the Praetorians.
Yeah. Failed all of my reanimates.
And then the Plague Marines and the Rhino and the bikes here shot into this squad. I think they killed one, didn't they?
Because he killed
none. Yeah.
You got a lot of wounds, but then you rolled like 1s and 2s, didn't you? Or did you
I rolled. Yeah, I think I missed one. And then rolled 10 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The cultists have done nothing down here. These guys shot in and actually took a wound off these scarabs.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Necrons happened. I think there was
8 heavy flamer hits.
Yeah.
And 19 flamer hits.
19 flamer hits.
Two bolter hits.
And 2 bolter hits. And he lost 2 guys. So
Resorbs are great.
So yeah, Necrons. So I think now we're gonna do charges. Mm-hmm. So the knight's gonna try and attempt this charge into the Praetorians. And maybe I may as well with the cultists go into that. So yeah, I'll do that in a sec.
Okay, so Chaos turn 2 charges. The Knight needed a 6-inch charge to get into the Praetorians and rolled a 5. And the Cultists, they needed quite a big charge because they were going through the difficult terrain, charge the Scarab. And they failed that. They rolled a 6 or something like that, I think. So that's all the charges for Chaos. So we are now going into Necron movement phase turn 3.
Can't believe I'm still there.
Right, we are on turn 3 Necrons. Just finished the movement phase. The Necron Warriors got a fairly good move to cover, and I've just moved up to the all-in rapid fire range of the Knight, which should hopefully do some damage. All of the Scarabs have moved to get closer to the Knight, just in case. My Immortals have turned around to face the Terminators, and the remaining Praetorians have jumped down to also fire on the Terminators, maybe charge them if necessary. The Flyer has jumped over and is going to shoot at the Helldrake. Although the FAQs have come out, we're not going to use them just yet, so no blast on the Helldrake, but obviously it's got its Tesla cannons. Apart from that, the Wraiths have moved over, the Spider has moved up a bit, and the 2 remaining destroyers have just got into a slightly better position. So everything is slowly converging on the remaining Chaos stuff. Hopefully I can put out some good firepower this turn and take out the Knight. That's what I'm really hoping to do, but we will get back to with the shooting phase in a moment. Okay, so that's the end of Necron turn 3 shooting. Did some real damage to the Knight. All of the warriors there rapid fired, and with the Warlord trait reroll 1s, took off 3 hull points with their Gauss shots. The 2 destroyers did absolutely nothing. The Immortals also shot at the Knight and did nothing. So I'm a little bit worried about those Terminators next turn, but 3 of them died from the Praetorians' Rod of Covenant. And they're fearless, so they don't need a leadership test. And the Helldrake is gone, thanks to the Tesla from the Doom Scythe. That was it. The Spider ran up. But that was all the shooting. So there's a couple of charges to be made. And we will get back to you when those are done. Okay, at the end of turn 3 assault phase for Necrons, the Praetorians failed their charge, but none died to Overwatch. The Scarabs did something like 28 hits on the knight, and no 6s were rolled, so nothing happened there. And then he killed 4 or 5 bases in return, but they're still locked in combat because they're fearless. That was everything. The Wraiths tried to charge the Rhino and failed that charge.
Even with fleet.
Even with fleet. I think I rolled a 3 and then a 6, so that's fantastic. But that is the end of the assault phase, so going into Chaos turn 4? Turn 3. Chaos turn 3.
Okay, so this is the turn 3 Chaos. Move the Cultists, they got a massive 2-inch move. I got an objective to get to number 4 over here, which would have given me D3, but of course rolled a 1 for the Rhino, so it's immobilized. Yeah, the bikes have moved up a little bit, and the Terminators have moved up over here, so they're gonna try and, I don't know, do something, and that's it. Okay, so after shooting, the bikes fired the melter and the bolt guns into the Wraiths and took off a single wound. The Rhino, the Plasma, and the bolt guns on the top did nothing. And then the Cultists over here killed 1 Immortal.
1 warrior.
Sorry, one warrior, and then the Terminators killed 1 Immortal. Yeah, so that was brutal.
Very successful.
Yeah, and yeah, just do the assault phase, I guess. Okay, so in the assault phase, the knight took out the remaining Scarabs, and then up here, the Terminators absolutely murdered the Immortals, but they're about to get murdered now, pretty much, I would assume, from the Praetorians at least. So yeah, this could be the last turn if the knight goes down. There's not much point carrying on, so cool.
Okay, Necron movement turn 4. The Praetorians have moved, they haven't jumped, they've just moved their 6 inches just so they can get some Hammer of Wrath up on the Terminators. The Necrons got a fairly good 5-inch move through cover, so they've been able to wrap around. The shield is on the front, so it's still getting most of them, but there's a few in the side, and maybe one of the dudes over there, the Destroyers, will be in the side. The the Wraiths have moved 12 inches and just jumped over near the wall so they can charge it. One of those units, don't know which yet. Apart from that, Spiders moved up, but that's about it. The Fire also moved off the table, so that will be coming on in a later turn. But that's the movement. We will get on to the shooting and then get back to you. Okay, so that's the end of shooting phase, turn 4 for the Necrons. We've decided to call it because the Necron Warriors Gauss Fire took out the Knights, took out a couple of the Terminators, took out one of the Terminators, but I'm going to charge them in the assault phase. And then we've got the Wraiths ready to charge there, so we decided it's probably best to call it.
Well, considering I've got 1 point, victory point.
Yeah, in terms of not just models, but in terms of points as well, I've got a few to claim. Alex was on 1 point, I was on 3. And I was about to slay the Warlord and Linebreaker and getting the objective there. So yeah, that's the end of that. It was a fairly convincing victory for the Necrons in the end, but there was a point when it started to look fairly tense for the Necrons when the Heldrick came on and took out the entire Praetorian squad straight off. And then all the shooting I did on the night that did no whole points was a little bit worrying.
Yeah, that turn 2 or something.
Turn 2. And then the Scarabs obviously getting 26 hits and then not doing a single glance was also a little bit worrying. But any...
What, worrying or annoying?
Worrying.
Well, yeah.
Unit of the game, Alex?
Probably none. They're all absolutely rubbish. Just gutted. Just could not even stem the Necron tide at all. The dropping down, the dropping down and do all that flamer to kill 2 Necrons.
Yeah, the Terminator's down there.
Yeah.
I suppose the thing is that it was a very, very strong Chaos list, and my Necron list was intentionally not a particularly nasty one. Like, you can do a lot nastier with the Necrons. And, I mean, it got a bit hairy at one point, but I've still got a load of stuff on the table.
What have you lost? A model?
Praetorian squad, one of my destroyers,
Loads of, all the scarabs.
all the scarabs,
Yeah.
and a fair few warriors and the immortals, but not a huge amount really
No.
in the grand scheme of things. I mean, you've still got a few.
Considering what I've got left,
Yeah, we've got some
like
cultists over there, a few more cultists
couple of cultists
behind there. There's bikers
Yeah, there were
and the dudes there, but
dead,
the wraiths could
Everything's
fairly
dead.
easily take them out.
So it's a tabling in the next turn anyway. After this, so it yeah.
Yeah, both points wise, and I think in terms of model count, the Necrons have got a fairly convincing victory.
Just not enough shooting. There's not enough firepower.
Yeah. But that's a victory for the Necrons. Thanks very much for watching. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe. We will try and get some more videos up as soon as we can. We are aware there's been a slight gap in the uploading of the videos, but we're trying to get a load done so that we can schedule these and get them out. But we will catch you again soon. Thanks very much for watching, guys.
Cheers.